This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we started the Git comments, right? And we discussed about that. What is the Git flow? What are the commands which we are going to use? So we used that Git init command, Git status command, Git add, Git commit, Git remote add, Git push. Then we discussed about that Git log command, right? Git show command. So these are the things we discussed today. And we discussed about the difference between Git and GitHub. Then we discussed about that Git and SVN, Git and TFS, right? All these things we discussed. Okay. So now we'll discuss about that some more comments. I hope you guys practiced all these comments. No? So Abdul is saying that Git push FB master. It's getting error. So what error, Abdul? We will see after session after 9 o'clock. Just post in that Skype group. We'll see. Okay. If you're not, oh, that protocol issue. Uh, we'll see what error we were getting. So you said head is that pointer pointing to the branch in the local, but I didn't find any master branch in the local report. So Suresh is saying that commit ID. This one. You said head is pointing to that master branch local in, but I didn't find any master branch in my local. How can you say you didn't find any branch master in local? You know how to check how many branches are there? Just execute this command. So okay. So what I'm going to do? So let me use that what are the repository which we used. So we created this one, FB microservices, Facebook microservices, this one, right? So what you guys can do? So if you want to open the Git bash, it has to point to this repository. You guys can go to that particular directory, right click on this folder here, not in the file names. Okay, here space is there, na? Empty space here. Right click here and you will see that Git bash here. If you are using MacBook, open the terminal, go to the folder. So it is there in the desktop, Facebook microservices. Just execute that git branch command. See, it is showing that master. This is the default branch. You can execute git branch command and see what is the branch name which you are going to see. So let's first go through my classes. Okay. Did I explain that git list command? No, right? This is the command to check that how many branches are there in our local repository. We'll see how many repositories are there in how many branches are there in remote repository. Right? Yes, it is in local repository only. Right? So what are the commands I'm executing in my local repository only? Suresh Babu. Okay. How can you say it is not there in your in your local repository? Hmm? So by default, it is going to create a one branch called as master branch. This is the default branch name, right? So now we'll continue that other commands. Okay. See, I have created some files. So I'm going to create some files. Touch test.py Python. Touch test.rb Ruby. So already we know if you create a files, if you create a if you are update the file, which is going to be available in which area? Which is going to be available in the working area, right? How to know? Just execute the git status command. See, it is showing that red color and it is saying that untracked files. Untracked files, right? So now I have created some files, okay, some directories. So after created many files, okay, I have realized that whatever the files which are created, it's no use. Okay, I need to delete it. Okay, n number of files I have created. N number of files I have created. Then how to delete it? We are going to use that git clean command. Git clean command. So git clean. So before deleting, just check that what are the files we need to delete it. Git clean -n. -n means preview. See, it is giving that would remove these files. Test.py, test.rb. So if you want to delete it, git clean -f. See, it's deleted. Removing test.py, test.rb. So now if you execute git status command, see, on branch master, nothing to commit, working directly. Right. So like this, you can clean the what are the files which are available in the working area using the clean command. Okay. So now I'm going to create again some files test.sh. Okay. And I'm going to create that touch test.c language. Just execute git status. So these files are in working area, right? So Ashok is asking if you want to delete only particular file, specify that file name. Git clean -f file name. Okay. So now I'm going to update it. VA test.sh. Okay. So this is the test file. Now two files are in the working area. Now I'm going to execute git add command, git add dot. So now what will happen? All the files, whatever the files which are available in working area, it is going to move to the staging area. You need to move to the staging area. Okay. But I didn't completed development for test as C file. I have completed that development for this one. Okay, I can move to the staging area. But by mistake, I have executed that git add command. So automatically it has moved this one also. Now I want to get back the files from staging area to the working area. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. How? Using the git reset command. Now if you execute that git status command, see, it is showing that in working area. So all the files, whatever the files which are available in staging area, it get back to that working area. Get back to the working area. But my requirement is I want to get back only one file. Okay, test.c. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Okay, so now I'm going to add git add star. So all the files has moved to the staging area. Now I want to get back one file. So for that one, we are going to use git reset test.c. So now just execute. Only the test.c file has get back into that working area. Still that test.sh is in the staging area. Okay, so I will update this test.c also. So there is no difference between git add dot git add star. Okay, Damodar, hello. So now assume I have completed development for this C language also. You can execute git add dot or star. Both are same. Okay, now two files are in the staging area. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update that existing file stringutils.java. Okay, this line I'm adding now. This line I'm adding now. Save it. Now if you see git add git status, see two files are in staging area, one file is in the working area, right? Now I'm going to commit git commit hyphen a hyphen m updated. Just I'm giving some commit message. See, I'm using the hyphen a because this file is updated file, na? It's committed. If you observe in this commit, these two are the new files and this is the existing file we have updated. So total three files has changed, three lines are added, three files are changed and three lines are inserted, right? So now I'm going to push the code. Git push alias name, branch name, master. See, it's pushed to the remote repository. So now if you go to a remote repository, right, you will see that updated code test.c, test.sh, and the string it was we have updated, right? So after pushing the code to the remote repository, other developers took the code and they started doing the build. Build means they are creating a package. They were getting some build related issues. Okay, so everyone is pinging him and they are telling, hey, because of your bad commit, that bad push to the remote repository, we are getting that issue. Please go ahead and revert back with it in the earlier stage. Whatever it was there in earlier stage, you can get back to that one. So assume I have committed that hundreds of files, right? How we can delete it? It's very simple. So first identify in which commit ID the bad commit ID we did. So for that one, we are going to use it git log command. So this is the commit ID, right? So just take that 7 characters. So just type that Q, it will quit. See, it will quit. Okay. Then use this command git revert the commit ID. Git revert commit ID. Okay. So it is going to, what will happen after executing this one? In this particular commit ID, whatever the new files are added, new files are committed, those files are going to delete from your local repository. And whatever the updated files, whatever the files, existing files which we updated, that updated content, it is going to delete it. Okay. So the updated content is going to delete it, and new files are going to delete from your laptop, from your local repository. Let's execute this command. So right now, if you see test.c is there, test.sh is there. Now you can execute this command. Hit the enter. So just type I. It will ask that commit message. You can give the message reverted, something you can give. Okay, any message you can give. Save it. Escape :WQ. So now if you observe here, deleted test.c, test.sh. So 3 files has changed. So now if you go and see the content in that particular file, string utils.java, see that line has deleted. Earlier it was 2 lines, right? Now we can go and see in remote repository, still the content is there. And also if you observe here, test.c is there, test.sh is there. Still those files are there. So git revert command, it is going to delete in your local repository only. But now I want to clean up the remote repository also. What to do? We are going to push that local repository changes to the remote repository, so that it is going to override with the local changes, so that the updated content is going to be there in the remote repository, right? So if you execute the git push alias name branch name, what will happen? Whatever that local repository having that code, it is going to push to the remote repository. So if you want, you can use that -f also forcibly. Okay, see, it is pushed. Right. So now if you go on here, just refresh it. See here, there is no those 2 files. It has deleted. And if you go and see in the string utils.java, there is no that line. Right. So like this, you can revert that changes. So this is one of the interview question. So he asked, the interviewer asked like this one only. So one of your colleague, he developed some code, he committed, and he pushed that bad commit code. How you are going to recover? Very simple. Use that git revert command and specify that commit ID. And is it possible to do that for previous commit IDs? It is not possible. Only the recent commit ID only we can do it. Yes. So Sajan is asking, sir, updated file is not deleted. No? Only code is deleted. Yes. So if the file already existed and if you updated content, so that updated content only it is going to delete. If you added new file, only those files are going to delete it. So Damodar is asking, can we revert that specific PR which has multiple commits? Not possible. Only the recent commit ID. In that recent commit ID, whatever you did, only those things you can possible. Sir, is it possible to only delete some part of commit and not possible? No, it is not possible. In this commit ID, whatever the files we committed, okay, new files, those new files are going to delete, and whatever the updated content for existing files, those things it is going to do. It is not possible to the some portion of some part of code from that particular commit ID. Everything in that commit ID, whatever we did, everything it is going to be deleted. If we have done bad commit in old files, what must we do, sir? So we have to check or take one by one, and you have to fix those things. Harshavardhan Reddy. Okay. So usually immediately they are going to identify. Okay, because of nowadays CI/CD implementation. Clear? So anybody have any questions about this git reset command and git revert command? So git reset command can be used to get back the files from staging area to the working area. Git revert command can be used to delete that files whatever you have committed in that particular commit ID from our local repository. So Sai Kumar is saying that when I executed git branch command, it is showing for me output as a main branch. So how you created that branch, the repository using the git init command? I think what you did, you created that directly repository in here. So if you go and see here, so this is the repository which we created, right? So right now no code is there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new file. So I'm going to say that test.sh. Okay, so this is the test script. So we can create the files directly here also, and you can commit it. If you see here, just observe that. So earlier the branch name was main, so they changed it from main to master to the earlier branch name. The default branch name was master. They changed it from master to the main branch. Main branch. So Sai Kumar, which version of Git you are using? So from last 3 years, I'm using that 2 point something. So that's why maybe that is the, if you see, I'm using that very old version. See, 2.19. You guys are using 2.35, right? So maybe in that latest versions, they also given that they changed that branch from master to the main branch. Okay, don't worry on that one. Okay, recently, I think 1 year back, they have changed it from master to the main branch. Okay, clear? We don't want to change it automatically. If you see here, the default branch name is main. Okay, earlier it was master. Okay, the default branch name was master. They changed it to the main. So I'm using that old version of Git. That's why still it is creating that the default branch name is master only instead of main. Okay. So if we see here, we discussed about the clean command, reset, git revert, so all these things. Right. And version control system. Already we discussed it, right? VCS. Git is the distributed version control system. DVCS. Right. Distributed version control system. Version, why we need to call as version control system? Each commit, it is going to maintain a one commit ID. Yes or no? So if you go and see in our repository, it is maintaining that commit IDs. Right, see 6 commits. Each commit, it is going to maintain a commit ID. See, this is the commit ID. So that's why it is maintaining the versioning. Right. So that's why we are going to call it version control system. But Git we are calling as a distributed. Why? Because Git having that local repository concept. Each developer have their own local repository. Clear? So now we'll discuss about that branch. See, once if you create a repository, by default it is creating that master or for some people main branch. But as a developer, okay, so once if you create a repository, it is going to create a master or called as main branch. But developers are not going to directly work on that master branch. They are not going to work directly on master branch. Then on which branch they are going to work? They should not supposed to work on master branch. So what we are going to do? We are going to create a development branch. Right. So usually if you are maintaining, if you are working for one project, minimum how many environments we are going to maintain? We are going to maintain that minimum 3 environments. Okay, dev environment, right? Then we can call as a QA environment, right? Another one is production environment. Prod means production environment. So this QA environment we can call as a stage also, staging environment, or we can call as pre-production, pre-prod. Okay, dev, QA, prod. So in one of the interviewer asked, how many environments you are maintaining for your project? One guy, he said that, no, we are not maintaining any environments. Immediately, the interviewer asked, in which institute you learned? But he is not from our training center. So he learned the course in one training center. He couldn't able to clear the interviews. Then somehow he came to know Mithun Technologies. He came to Mithun Technologies. And when I am explaining these things, sir, interviewer asked this question, sir. That day I couldn't able to answer. Immediately asked that in which training center you are learned. So I kept quiet and I came out, sir. See guys, minimum 3 environments we are going to maintain if you want to develop that project. So who is going to use this dev environment? Development team is going to use, developers are going to use it. So from the development branch, we are going to deploy the code to the dev environment. So assume the URL might be like this one, www.facebook-dev.com. This is the URL to access the development environment. So this URL is going to accessible by all the developers. So those guys are going to use this environment. So once it is working fine, yes, as per the requirement, we have developed. Okay. So then in which environment we are going to deploy? We are going to deploy into the QA environment. So directly from development branch, we are not going to deploy to the QA. So we are going to create a one branch called as stage branch. So from the stage branch, we are going to deploy the code to the QA environment. So the URL might be like this one, www.facebook-qa.com. Facebook-qa.com. So who is going to use this environment? Testers. They are going to use this environment and they are going to test the application. Right. So once they have confirmed, yes, everything it is working fine, we are going to deploy the code to the production environment. So if you want to deploy code to the production environment, we are going to take the code from master, or we can call as main branch. So the URL might be like this one. The URL might be like this one, www.facebook.com, www.facebook.com. So this is the live environment. Who is going to use this one? End users, right? Our customers are going to use, right? So like this, we are going to create that n number of branches. So right now, only one branch is there, right? So how to know how many branches are there? Very simple. You can execute that git branch command. Using this git branch command, it is going to display that whatever the branches are there in your local repository, it is going to display. Right. So if you want to create a branch, git branch name. So I want to create that branch name development. So automatically this branch is going to create it. Let's see git branch. It is showing that one branch right now, master branch. Now I'm created. I'm going to create it. Git branch development. I have created. Now you can execute git branch command. See, it is showing that development also. If you observe master branch, it is displaying in the green color and hashtag is there. That star is there. Means currently you are pointing into this particular branch. You have created development branch. Still you are not working on that one. Okay, it is showing that master. Means currently you are pointing to the master branch. Clear? So using this git branch command, you can display the branches in your local repository. You can create the branch. You can delete the branches also. Git branch -d branch name. Here d means delete. Even for renaming also, we are going to use the git branch command for creating, displaying, deleting, renaming. For all these operations, we are going to use the git branch command only. So now I have created a branch, development branch. I want to switch from master branch to the development branch. What to do? We are going to use that. So renaming syntax. Okay. So git branch. So the new branch name. Okay. So if you have already existing branch, it is going to replace it with the new one. If you see here, already I have documented for that one also. Okay. Somewhere I have documented. No, these are for creating, rename. See -m. You can use that -m. So just you can use that -m option. What will happen? Currently, whatever the branch is there, na? Suppose now I have created that development branch. So I will switch to the development branch and I'm going to rename it. So currently, if you see, I'm in that master branch. So if you execute that git branch -m mast, it has renamed. Now you can execute git branch command. See, it has renamed. So again, I'm going to get back to that old name master. Now see, it is. So currently I'm in master branch. I want to rename it this development branch. It is possible. Yes. Okay. So for that one, we are going to use this one git branch -m old name and new name. So if you are already in the branch, you can use this one. Clear? If you want to rename that current branch, just you can execute it git branch -m the new name. So if you are in other branch and if you want to update to that another branch, you have to specify that old branch and new branch name. Clear? So now I want to switch to that development branch. How we can switch from one branch to another branch? So for that one, we are going to use that git checkout branch name. Git checkout branch name. Let's see. Execute git checkout development. See, switch to the branch development. So now you can execute git branch command. See, it is pointing to the development branch. It is pointing to that development branch. So now I'm going to develop some code here. So va dbtools.java. I am in dev branch. Save it. So now you have updated a file called as dbtools.java in the development branch. You should not supposed to switch to that other branch before committing the code in current branch. So currently we're in development branch. Without committing the code in development branch, you should not supposed to switch to the master branch. Not only master, other branch, any other branch. So if you switch to the other branch, there also you will see that updated content. Before switching to any branch, you should commit that whatever the code which you have developed in current branch. Right? Suppose I have updated the content, this particular line. Right? So now if you switch to that master branch, git checkout master, and just see the content cat dbtools.java. See, it is showing the dev branch, and you can see currently in which branch you are in. See, you are in the master branch. So did we updated this particular line in master branch? No. So we have updated in development branch, and see if you switch to that master, it is showing that m means modified. So you should not supposed to switch to the other branch without committing the code in current branch. So let me go back to that development branch. Git checkout development. Right. So now I'm in the development branch. See, it is showing the development. Now I'm going to commit the code. Git commit -m updated. Okay. So git commit -a, you can use it because it's in staging area. It is in working area. We have to get back to the staging area, then we have to commit it. It's committed. So now if you go to that master branch, and if you see cat dbtools.java, can you able to see? No. Earlier we were able to see. So Santosh is asking, can we know if there is any pending items to commit? How we can know, Santosh? You have to answer it. Very simple, man. Execute that git status command. Right? Git status command. It will give that if the file is in working area means you have updated something. You didn't commit it. Okay? What, man? What you are doing? I think you are not practicing. Hmm? If you are practicing, easily can able to remember all these things. Okay? You are not practicing. So now we have developed some code in development branch. We have committed the code in development branch. So now I have switched to that master branch. I have switched to that. I have switched to that master branch. See, in the master branch, what are the code which I have updated in development branch? It is not available because I have committed in the development branch only. By default, it is not going to be available to that other branch. Then what to do? So now we have developed some code and assume we have deployed in the dev environment. So that code is working fine. Now we need to deploy into that production environment. So if you want to deploy code to the production environment, usually we are going to take the code from master branch. So that updated code is not there in the master branch. It is there in the development branch. How we can integrate one branch code to the other branch? We have to integrate development branch code to the master branch. So for that one, we are going to use that git merge command. Git merge development. So to where you need to integrate. So first switch to that particular branch. Okay. So assume currently you are in the master branch, and if you execute this command, what will happen? Whatever the code which is there in this development branch, it is going to integrate to that currently whatever the branch which you are pointing. Currently I am pointing to that master branch, right? So it is going to integrate to the master branch. So once you execute this command, you will see that whatever the updates were there in the master development branch, it will be available in the development branch. Whatever it is there, it is going to integrate to the master branch. Let's see. So currently already I am in the master branch. So before that, can we check the difference? Is what are the differences from development to master? Yes. So for that one, you can execute that git diff command. Git diff the branch name development. So now it is going to compare the master branch with the development branch. Let's see. So currently I am in that master branch. I am going to see the difference between master and the development. See, it is showing that db start Java file, and see it is showing that red color and minus means this particular line of code is not there in the master branch, right? So currently you are in the master branch and you are executing this command. Assume in our repository we have stage branch also. Now I am in the master branch and I want to see the difference between master stage and development. In that case, what we have to do, without switching to the stage branch, I need to check the difference. So that time you have to check that git diff stage and the branch name, the development. So now it is going to check with that stage branch with the development branch. Okay. So if you don't specify branch here, what will happen? It is going to compare the master branch with the development branch. It is going to compare master branch with the development branch. Clear? See, it is showing that this one. So now what we are going to do? We are going to integrate. For integrating one branch code to another branch, we are going to use that git merge the branch name from which branch you want to integrate development. See, it is showing that fast forward dbutils.java file. One line has added. That's why it is showing that one plus and the green color. One file has changed. One instruction. One instruction means one line is added. Right. Now, just you can execute git status command. See, it is showing that on branch master, nothing to commit, working pretty clean. Right. So now, how to know whether my local repository is synced with the remote repository? Means whatever it is there in my local repository, I have pushed it to the remote repository or not. I want to know. So for that one, just very simple, execute that git log command. If you see, your head is pointing to that current branch, this one. See, this is your remote repository. So in your remote repository branch, in your remote repository, in master branch, there is no this line of code, this committed code. So it is backward of one commit. So now if you push the code, head is going to point to this master branch also. If you want, you can see git push alias name fb branch name master. So now if you execute git log command, observe that head is pointing to that local repository branch, remote repository branch. So even development branch also it is there. Like this, easily you can able to identify that whether you have pushed that all the changes to the remote repository or not. Again, if you execute this command, git push command, if already updates are pushed, it will say that not this one. Git push alias name branch name. See, it is going to show that everything up to date. Everything up to date. It is showing. Clear? Anybody have any questions? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update that one file. Okay. So Saujan is asking, can you please explain last topic? So madam, if you want to know whether you have you have pushed that all the local repository changes to the remote repository. If you want to know, just execute the git log command. So I have executed the git log command, right? So that time what it was showing that your header is not pointing to that remote repository branch because this particular commit is not pushed. So after that, what I did, I have executed that git push command, right? Git push command. It pushed it to that remote repository. After that, I executed that git log command. See, your header is pointing to that local repository branch and remote repository branch in the same. Got it? Okay. So again, if you execute that, it will show. If you see this message means everything you have pushed it to the remote repository. So Mahesh is asking, can we use the revert command for a master to development? No, it is not possible. Okay. So now currently I'm in this master branch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update some code here. Okay. So VA, you can use that string utils dot Java. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update. This is master branch. Master branch line. Just time save it. So I have updated. Now if you execute git status, see it is showing that it is in the working area. So now we are going to commit it. Git commit hyphen a hyphen m master branch update. I have committed. So now if you want, you can see that the content, this line we have added, right? This line we have added. So now we are going to switch to that development branch. We are going to switch to the development. I have switched it. Okay. So now I'm in the development branch. See, I'm in the development branch. Now I'm going to update the same file. String it will start Java. And same line, first line only. This is from dev branch line. Just I'm keeping this one, dev branch. I'm going to commit it. Git commit hyphen a hyphen m dev branch update. Okay. Yesterday also someone did same thing, né? So they didn't close this one with a double quotes, and they are keep on typing enter. Instead of that one, type that double quotes, closing one, it is go and hit the enter. Right? Someone did that the same thing. Okay, you didn't close it properly. That's why. Okay. So now I have. Did you observe that I have updated same file in two branches, development branch as well as master branch. Now I'm going back to that master branch. See, I have switched to that master branch. I switch to the master branch. So now I'm going to integrate this development branch code to the master branch. Master branch. Is it going to integrate? Is it going to integrate? We'll get a error. Why? Because same file we have updated in both branches, the same line. So now you can execute git diff. So right now I'm in that master branch. If you want, you can verify it. See, I'm in the master branch. So I'm going to execute git diff development. See, it is showing that this particular line of code is there in the master, but it is not there in the dev. So this particular line of code is there in the dev branch, but it is not there in the master branch. Now I am going to execute that git merge command. Git merge, git merge branch name, git merge branch name development, and hit the enter. See, we are getting that error. Auto merging string it will start Java. Conflict, merge conflict in this particular Java class. Merge conflict in this particular Java class. So automatic merge failed. Automatic merge failed. Fix conflicts and then you can commit the result. So when you get a merge conflict, what you have to do manually, you have to open that particular file and you have to fix that one. Okay, so you can use any one of the editor. Okay, you can use any one of the editor. So like VA editor.
So usually in the real time, developers are not going to use a VA editor center. So they are going to use some IDEs. IDE means, anybody idea? The abbreviation for IDE? Integrated Development Environment. Right? Integrated Development Environment. Many IDEs are there. So the popular IDEs for Java, Eclipse, IntelliJ. So if it is a Node.js, React.js, Angular, Visual Studio Code. Okay. So if it is a Python, PyCharm, PyCharm. So if it is a .NET, Visual Studio. If it is a .NET application, usually Visual Studio we are going to prefer. See, Visual Studio Code is different, Visual Studio is different. Okay, so already I have created one page which is related to that Azure Devops tools. Okay, so here I have documented Visual Studio, Visual Studio Code. So both are different. This is also one editor. So they have developed see Visual Studio 2022, 2021, 2019. See for MacBook, and most of the time this Visual Studio they are going to use it for .NET. See, they have developed especially for .NET and also C++ also, right? So if you want to work for other languages, see custom installation, download this one. Okay, so if you want to develop the .NET application only, that time you can download this one. Download Visual Studio with .NET. So it gets at full package with .NET features. This is for C++. Okay, Visual Studio is different. Visual Studio Code is different. So this is a Visual Studio Code. Okay, so we are going to use most of the time as a DevOps engineer for developing that playbooks. Okay, the Kubernetes files, configuration files, okay, Docker compose files and all. So even I'm using this writing the playbooks, right? So next batch 7:30 to 9 one batch is there. So for that batch I'm teaching that Ansible. I'm showing them how we can use this Visual Studio Code. You guys also can explore, download this Visual Studio Code and ready for next time. Okay, so usually developers are going to use these editors to develop the code. So now we are going to use the VI editor. Just it is a small project. We are doing some small updates. So just open that which file, string utils.java file, string utils.java file. So just type VI space yes and type the tab. Automatically it is going to display. Hit the enter. If you observe, so this is the master branch code and this is a development branch code. After going to this one, you thought that okay, so let me keep that both lines of code. So that time what you have to do, delete these lines. Okay, so this line, and this line, these three lines you have to delete it. So currently file is in command mode or insert mode. Currently the file is in command mode. So if you want to delete the entire line, what is the shortcut which we are going to use? DD. Just type that DD. Then again you can come next line, type DD. Again you can come here, just type DD. So now save it. Escape colon WQ. So what you did, just you have fixed the merge conflicts. Just you have fixed, you have opened that file and you have fixed. You have to commit it. So for that one, git commit -m. So -a -m merge conflict resolved. Git commit hyphen a. Okay, so I use it the 2 times. It's a conflict resolved. Right. So like this, as a developer, if any merge conflicts will come, he is going to open that file manually and he is going to fix that one and he is going to commit the code. Clear? So when we are going to get the merge conflicts? In both branches, same file, same line of code is updated, then we are going to get the merge conflicts. Clear? Even if you create the same file in both branches, if you try to integrate, then also you are going to get that merge conflicts. You can try that one. Okay. So now we have created that branch using that git branch command, git branch name, and using the git checkout command, you have switched to the other branch. Is there any single command it can create the branch and it can switch to that the created branch? Is it possible? Yes. Git checkout hyphen b branch name. I'm going to create a stage branch. Git checkout hyphen b branch name. Right. Hyphen b branch name. What will happen? It is going to create that stage branch and it is going to switch to the stage branch. Right. So from which branch it is going to create the stage branch? Currently, whatever the branch is pointing from that particular branch. So currently we are in the master branch. So from master branch, it is going to create the stage branch and it is going to switch to the stage branch. Let's see. Just observe that. Switch it to a new branch. Now you can execute git branch command. See here, stage branch. Right? Stage branch. So like this, you can create the n number of branches in your local repository. See, whatever the branches which we created right now, all these branches automatically push to the remote repository. If you go and see in the remote repository, how many branches are there? Only one branch is there, master branch. So now I want to push all the branches from local repository to remote repository. So if you want to push one branch, what we are doing? We are executing that git push alias name branch name. So right now we are pushing to the pushing master branch only. Right now we are pushing only master branch. How to push all the branches? Can we specify separated by n number of branches? Git push alias name branch name master space another branch. So like this, yes, it is possible. But assume you have hundreds of branches in your local repository. How to push all the branches in one shot? We are going to use that git push alias name hyphen hyphen all hyphen hyphen all. It is going to push all the branches. Right. So now before that I'm going to push only the 2 branches code. Let's see whether it is possible or not. I'm going to push only the 2 branches. So already master branch is there. So if the branch is already existed, what will happen? Whatever that updated content in local repository, it is going to update to the remote repository. If the branch is not there, it will create it. Okay, let's see. Hit the enter. Observe here, the master branch is updated, the development branch is created. Now if you go and see here, okay, see here, 2 branches are there. One is a master, another one is development. One is master, another one is development. Right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute git push alias name hyphen all hyphen all. Hit the enter. See, it is pushing that all the branches. Now if you go and see here, see here, 3 branches are there. 3 branches are there. Master, development, stage. Master, development, stage. Right. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? So using the git commands, we have created that branches using the git branch command. Just you can execute the git branch command. It is displaying that local repository branch. Using that git branch hyphen r remote repository branches. Using that git branch hyphen all hyphen a means all. It is going to display that all the branches. Right. Local repository branches, remote repository branches. Is there any way we can create the branches directly in the remote repository? Yes. How? Like this one. So here see that once if you click on drop down, it is showing that here one input box, find or create a branch. So now if you type that UAT, just observe that create a branch UAT from master. Create branch UAT from master. Right. Just click on this one. So it is going to create a branch called as UAT from master. So if you want to create a branch from development, what you have to do? First switch to that development branch, then click on this one. Just type QA. See, create branch QA from development. So if you want to switch master, see, you can switch or you can create the branches using this option. Right. So we have created the branch direct in the remote repository. Is it going to get reflect in our local repository? Just execute this command. See, it is not going to until unless if you take that updated code from remote repository. Right. So now I'm going to delete the branch. How? Git branch. So can I delete that stage branch? -d stage. No. Why? Because currently we're pointing to that branch. See, cannot delete branch stage because currently we checked out. Currently we're in that particular branch.
right? So now we can delete that development branch. Yes or no? See, it's deleted. Just execute git branch command. See, only 2 branches are there. Is there any way we can delete the remote repository branch from the commands? Yes. How? Git push alias name colon branch name. Which branch you want to delete it? Development. See, it is deleted the development branch. Now we can go and see here, just refresh it. See, there is no development branch. Only master is there, stage is there, event is there. Right? Can we delete that QA branch? Yes. The event branch, whatever we created. Yes, it is deleted. So if you pass that QA branch, do we have QA branch? No. Let's see what it is saying. Fail to push some this one. There is no that QA branch. See, QA remote reference does not exist. Can we delete that master branch? No, because currently the default branch is master branch. Right. So if you go and see here, see what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to the stage. And again, if you click on or refresh this repository, automatically it is going to switch to the master only, because master is the default branch. Okay, click on this one. See here, default master. So if you want to change, click on this one, switch default branch. So see, from change it to that. So now stage is the default branch. So click on branches. See here, stage is the default branch. Now we can able to delete that master branch. Okay, so if you want, you can create that development branch. See, now you can go to the branches. You'll see that here you can able to delete the development branch, master branch, but you are not able to delete the stage branch because that is a default branch. Clear? Directly you can delete the branches here also. Click on this one. See, now you can go here. Only 2 branches are there. The development branches deleted. So like this, we can create the branches in local repository using the commands. You can push to the remote repository. Directly you can create the branches in the remote repository. You can delete it. You can create it. Same way in local repository also. Yes, sir. Clear? Anybody have any questions about these branches? If you delete a branch by mistake, it is not possible to recover it. But if you delete a branch in your local repository, it is possible. So I have created one blog. Just refer that blog. Okay. So how can we know which branch is merged with which branch? So for that one, if you use that this command, it will display that all the details. Git log --- graph decorate. Okay. So now we'll discuss about that very important file called as dot git ignore. Okay. See, when you are using these IDs may go into create some files. Suppose if you are using Eclipse, so Eclipse may going to create that dot project dot class path. So these files are not part of project code. Suppose if you are using Visual Studio Code and if you are developing that Node.js project, it is going to create that node underscore modules folder. It is a one folder. So these files and these folders are not part of your project. Okay, you should not supposed to commit the code these files and these folders. Suppose assume any some files are there, you don't want to commit as part of your project, you want to ignore it. What to do? So for that one, you can create a one file called as dot git ignore as part of your project code, and whatever the files you don't want to commit, and whatever the directories you don't want to commit, keep that file names and directory names in this particular file, right? So now let me create that touch dot class path touch dot project mkdir node underscore modules. Now you can execute git status. See, it is showing that only two files. The directory is not showing because directory is empty now. That's why. What I am going to do, I will create touch node modules one file test.txt. Now you can execute git status. See, it is okay. So now what I am going to do, I will create that one dot git ignore file, and I am going to add these files and directories. Okay, so now you can execute git status. See, is it showing these files? No. Even you can commit it git commit hyphen. So first you have to add it git add dot git commit hyphen m added git ignore file. Now we can push that git push alias name branch name. What will happen? Only the git ignore file it is going to move, but class path, project, node modules, folders are not going to be, right? So it is saying that, so up to date master. So currently we are in that stage branch, na? That's why. So if you execute that stage branch, if you execute the stage, it is going to push, because currently we're in stage branch and we are trying to push. So already master branch is up to date, because we didn't update the code in master branch, we updated code in stage branch. So now if you go and see that stage branch, see only this dot git ignore file has added. So another file it is added, extra file you can ignore. Is it added that dot class path dot project and node modules folder? No, right? It is not, right? So if you want you can remove it. So some file has created rm hyphen f hold. Now if you execute git status, see I have deleted, na? It is showing in the stage. Even if you delete also, you have to commit it git commit hyphen a hyphen m removed. Now you can push it. Git push alias name, branch name, stage. Now it has removed. Now you can go and refresh it here. See that one file has deleted. Okay, clear? Anybody have any questions? So if you want, you can create that git checkout development. Uh, Git checkout -b. It has created. So now you can use git push alias name -all. It is going to push all the branches. Clear? Anybody have any questions about these branches? Sir, in which condition we will use that clean command? So I didn't get a chance to use that clean command, but in one of the interview they asked. So I have many files which are there in the working area. How to delete all the files in one shot? Okay, use the git clean command. Clear? So tomorrow we are going to continue that tags. We'll discuss about that what is the difference between tags and branches when we are going to create the tags, and we are going to discuss about that git stash command, git cherry pick command, git cherry pick command. So some more commands like a git clone command. Mita is asking, sir, there is a loads of data and code available in Git, checked in by other Git users. If you want to search what is already available in Git and which is open to all, how can we copy such branches to our local? We are going to use that git clone command, git pull command. We'll discuss tomorrow. So Chaitanya is asking, tomorrow is last session for Git, right? No. Next 2 or 3 sessions are there. So tomorrow one, after Monday also one, maybe we'll see 2 or 3 sessions it required. All those things, Shafiq, what the branching strategy we use it. We'll discuss all these things. Okay, so still we didn't complete it, man. Okay, so branching strategy one, it is there, very important question. Get a branching strategy. We'll discuss. We didn't complete it. Okay, see, I think 3 more sessions we need. Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, we'll complete. Okay, thank you guys. But before coming to the class, do the practice so that you guys are clear about that all the comments whatever we're discussing. If you're not practicing, just if you attend, you're not going to get, and it is not interesting also. So whoever practicing, for them it is very interesting. Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.